Airport. Lantana Airport.
Fueling up.
It's my first private flight.
Don't let him pull it up.
Yeah, seriously.
Big deep pop.
Hello, Adam. Come play with us forever and ever and ever.
Yo, yo.
Can I see your license and registration?
Absolutely.
To spring training.
Zoom in on this guy. He's got a St. Louis hat on. Hopefully he don't mind. Go first.
You giving me mugs, bro?
Got you a present. Right there.
This is my buddy Keith. We've been friends longer than most of you have been alive.
Hey.
Keith, tell us a little bit about your company.
It's property management and real estate. Just selling the sunshine. That's what I'm doing.
That's right.
Make it happen.
This is not a paid endorsement, but if you're in the Florida area, if you're in West Palm Beach, check out, it's probably backwards right now,
Anchor Property Investments. And take care of it.
Property Investments. This is my boy. We just had lunch at Ryan's Roost. I'm jumping on a
Old Key Lime House.
Key Lime House, sure. And I'm jumping on a private flight. Fancy me, huh? And headed over to the boat. Check out in a bit. Gotta earn your keep around these places. I like it. Gonna load up this plane with some boxes, take him to the Bahamas. Giddy up. We are doing our walk around now, pre-flight. Checking for damage. Trim tabs are good. No significant damage to wing tips, trailing edge or leading edge. A couple of nicks. Hatch is secure. The baling wire will hold the engine component hold. That's good for me. Good enough for me. It's tied. It's race tied in the motorcycle world. Inspect our prop. Make sure there's no major dings on the propeller blade, leading or trailing edge. Back where I started from in Treasure Key, right up the road from the same marina. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm trying to find this canal, and I kind of just stiffed the taxi driver for 15 bucks, but he tried to charge me $100. Steep prices here in the Bahamas. But the weather's nice. Back aboard, finally. It took forever to get here, and I walked through the boat last night, but I was dead tired. It's a little musty, it's stinky, but everything's right where I left it, so that's good. I think today we're gonna install our new solar panels. So I've had a bunch of batteries, but no way to charge them, and since she still takes on water, the bilge pumps have just been draining these things. I mean, you can tell by looking at them, they're dead, but we'll go ahead and test it anyway with our multimeter here on 12 volt setting. We've got 0.02. These ones aren't even worth testing. They're collapsed. You can tell that they are gone. Some 5-year-old Costco golf cart batteries. Test these as well. Ooh, look at that, 0.09. We almost got to 1/10 of a volt. So these are all toast. They're gonna come out, and that'll probably keep it from listing because I've got 1,000 pounds worth of batteries sitting on the port side of the boat. Moving these big batteries is a pain in the ass. They weigh about as much as I do, about 160 or 70 pounds. Which is why I like to go lithium, to save all this weight. I'm really excited to show you my first major purchase for the boat by ways of a very small Renogy 100-watt solar power kit. It's the first thing that I bought for the boat in terms of technology outside of cleaning supplies. So here we go. This is a Renogy 100 amp starter kit or 100-watt starter kit. It's very small, very efficient, and it should just power a battery big enough to keep the bilge pumps alive while we bring her back. I think I found a space for my solar panel and where I want to put it. So I found some lumber, and I'm just going to make a temporary little bracket to bolt the two and tie it on so I don't have to fasten it to the deck. Eventually I'll build a nice tower or a hard top structure over the helm that'll hold the solar panels, but until now it'll just sit on top of the salon and be held on by a temporary bracket. Yeah, that's some 2x4s that I found on the side of the road. Hey Siri, set a reminder. Bring a pop-up tent next time I decide to work outside of the Bahamas. So this is going to be a very temporary installation. Quite literally just going to screw it on with the brackets it came with to that 2x4 there. Find one for the other side, I'm just gonna tie this to the deck here because I don't want to screw through the deck to anchor it. And eventually I'm gonna have a nice cover, hard cover over this area, and I'll put the panels on top. But for now, just to keep the bilge happy and the bilge battery, that whatever I find alive, and just to keep the bilge battery alive, I think right here will be a good spot. So I've got my panel affixed to a couple of pieces of wood, and they gave you a generous amount of cable here, so that's really nice. Plenty to run all the way back and keep this panel far enough aft that the mast isn't going to cast a shadow on it. So, positive to positive, negative to negative. It's a really nice clip-on waterproof seal cabling here, cable ends. So not much work in that department. Again, this is very temporary. All right, so many of you are gonna judge me on what I've just done here, but you know what? I'm all right with it. It's just temporary, it'll work. We've just run our cables to our Renogy Wanderer kit. We've got a 100-watt solar panel on the roof. PV is green. There's no battery yet, but it is up there making power. We've got a lot of cloud cover right now, so that means voltage will be low. But the kit is on, it is working, and the next step is just to go find a battery.
Document his life. This cat's already been to more islands and misbehaviors.
He's checking it twice. He's gonna get him some lobster and rice. Kitty cat is eating your food.
New boat. You need to know how to get aboard this boat.
Oh, he's found his way. He was crawling in through that window up there and this window here.
No, I mean aboard from being in the water.
Oh.
That's the training.
That transom's in reach. He should be okay.
New boat, kitty. I was like, oh shit.
Foiled again. Okay, well, since my nav station is not a nav station anymore, I'm just going to go ahead and leave the charge controller sitting on the table out of the way of any possible leaks. But we've got the battery and the charge controller hooked up now. It's a very simple setup. Just a single battery to run the pumps. And this Renogy Wanderer kit is very nice. Like any other charge controller, it's pretty simple. Your panels come in here. The battery comes out here. You do have temperature control, and there's even an optional Bluetooth control, so I could check in on it, but I don't think I'll be ever in range. And then you just select your battery type, either sealed, gel, flooded, or lithium ion. I'm on a flooded lead acid battery for this experiment. So here we are on red. Battery is charged. The solar panel has voltage and is charging normally. Somewhere about 6 feet down there is the lone bilge pump. This pump earlier this morning, but there was so much debris and oil grime in the engine compartment that was causing the float switch to stick. And the float switch I have is the kind with a ball bearing that creates the contact inside. And there was so much corrosion in there that it was sticking either open or closed. So I had to go down. I spent the morning down there digging out all the oil and debris, and then I had to take apart the switch and clean it to make sure that it would function properly. but the bilge has been staying very dry. It hasn't come on for a few hours now, despite having a small leak in the keel and then taking some rainwater from the bow. All right, this is it for me. I've been on the ground 2 days now. Didn't get to move the boat because of bad weather and some communication issues with the dock we were parked on. So essentially all I've accomplished is installing this bilge pump and solar kit, which is good because it needed it. So I'm jumping on a private plane in just a few minutes. What did I do with my spear? So I'm gonna go ahead and test the bilge before I leave. The float switch was giving me some trouble yesterday and earlier this morning. So I took it apart and cleaned it. And it was getting stuck on and then it was getting stuck off and it was pain. Ooh. That's a good sound. It's working. It's pumping. It's floating. All right, bilge pump is working. I'm gonna hang my little pokey stick here. Let's check on the battery. Just a simple interstate cranking battery and our Renogy Wanderer kit. Ooh, both are flashing. That means the battery is in float mode, so it's fully charged. It should be ramping up to about 15.5 volts on a bulk charge and then floating back down to its stable charge at 12.5, 13 volts. I woke up this morning and there was not enough water in the bilge to even trip the float switch yet. And that's, 10 hours of nighttime, no solar activity. And it didn't drain the battery. So yeah, floor panel on, lock the doors. That's it, old girl. Till next time. I hate saying goodbye. So, see you later. You could hide an airplane behind a RV. That's him.
Having some trouble there? Oh, dude. Do I need to get you a piece of rope? Just breathe in.
All the luggage went in here, so yeah. Imagine yours is one of these. There's some bags in the front, some bags in here. The heavy shit, the boxes and the coolers went in the front.
I don't think it's gonna be any good anyway at this point. Not gonna be able to breathe at altitude.
We got this. We got this. Oh, I think it just had it rotated around there.
Well, yeah, I got some fish and still got for you.
That's in the front. That's awesome. But like, don't grab the fish.
I'm just sitting too far forward. There we go.